Hashtag rolling.
Rolling. How's
Hashtag
life?
rolling.
Life
Life is good. Oh.
4, 3, 2.
You know that H one.
Yeah,
life is busy.
Life is busy. It's busy. Best ways to get over a heartbreak.
Wait, are we gonna talk? Are we talking about like personal experiences in this, or are we just gonna keep it like general?
Like, however you feel. Whatever you feel like sharing. Whatever you don't.
Okay, best way to get over a heartbreak is
Pretend they died.
yeah. Clearly, I actually.
I'm not joking, guys.
Now you do need.
I'm not joking, Naomi. Pretend they died. Like, it depends what it is. Okay. It depends how you broke up as well. Like, if it's like, if they cheat on you, pretend they died.
Pretend they died.
Oh!
One day.
Cut it. X. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you go on.
Okay, if it's like, okay, are we saying like heartbreak or like a break? Okay, if you're
Oh,
heartbroken.
wait, there's a difference here, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Because if
Okay.
it's just like a breakup, do you know what I mean?
But if
like,
you break up,
no, we're saying heartbreak. Shall we just
heartbreak, just heartbreak.
Specifically heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, then no contact. No contact.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
She
wasn't
said it
covering
started
it.
No, I'm
but
kidding,
guys, like I wasn't. You know what? As long as you feel like you are heartbroken, you need to not contact that person.
I'm telling you.
You need to not contact that person.
And
the only reason why she's saying like, oh, guys, because I felt like at peace with my situation. I was like at peace. So, me like
being in contact with that person
being in contact,
doesn't.
like it was just like
It is
what it is. Like I can be friends with you. No, we're not gonna be like texting every day. Like, oh my day, this is what happened in my day today. Like no, but like I could speak to you every now and then. I'm now going back to no contact because I realized I wasn't ready.
This is the delusion.
For like,
let me tell you something. As you guys can tell, whatever, cool. What's happened to me has happened to me first before it happened to her. But it's literally funny because I literally said to you the other day, like, everything that you tell me of what you're going through and everything, that was me. Like, I'm not joking, that was me. That's like exact same words, exact same ways of thinking, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like once you've been through it, like right now, I feel like my mind is so much more clear than it was like 2 months ago, bruv. Like, are you joking? Like, hell no. I feel like, genuinely, I saw this thing on TikTok and, you know, not to be that girl, but TikTok actually really helps because you actually get some good advice on that.
Yeah.
And this girl was saying that, like, it's literally a science. Like, being heartbroken is a science. There's a part of your brain that...
I feel like addicted to them.
Yeah,
Do you know
100%.
So I actually felt that.
You're going through withdrawal. You're going through withdrawal at this point. Like, and it doesn't matter, like, how long you're with that person. It's about your brain, how much your brain was intact with that person in a way. And I feel like, literally, because your brain is confused, your brain doesn't understand yet, why is this just gone from my brain? Like, what the heck?
Especially when it goes, like, out of nowhere.
I feel like that's where the whole searching for closure thing happens. And you start thinking, oh, you know what? The person could have given you the answer already. And you're still looking for that answer, as if you don't have it. Because your brain literally cannot understand and accept in any way. They're like, okay, great, but what? Like, okay, great, but what? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it literally comes to a point, like, and now I look back on it, and I'm where I am today, and I'm just like, I was confused. Do you know what I mean? You get to a point where you're just kind of just like, bro, actually charge it. Sorry, there's a fly. Actually charge it. Like, I don't know.
I know. It's an addiction you have to get over, especially when get over like the heartbreak thing. But if you feel like you've lost a friend as well, that's what it is. It's the loss of a friend.
I was gonna say.
So like, I was speaking to my dad about like my situation, and he was like, more than anything, what is making you hurt right now is you're grieving like the loss of a friend, because you're going from speaking every day, all day, for basically a year, to no contact at all. that in itself, like even if the other stuff didn't happen, that in itself is enough to make you like grieve.
Yeah, agree. That's what I was gonna say as well, because obviously I can only speak from past experience, but I feel like once you, like from the stage where you know you're looking for closure and blah 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 blah, I feel like you get to, this fly is gonna piss me off. You get to the point where you find that closure in a way, and then it turns into, oh, yeah, but we can still be friends though, like, yeah, but like, we can still be, it's fine, I'm over it, like, we can be friends, like, it's fine, blah, blah. Hashtag listen to Drake, keep the family close. Listen to Drake, all of my, let's just be friends. Anyway, we're not gonna go there. So, you get to the point where you're kind of just like, okay, you're gaslighting yourself to think that you're over it. Let's be real. No, you're not. And I feel like what's actually happening inside, again, it's your brain confused. You've gone through the closure path, that didn't work. You're looking for the next path. This path is now, okay, cool. If that person doesn't want to be in my life anymore, romantically, I need them in my life though.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to find any other way to keep them in my life.
Yeah.
Be real. So then you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, let's just be friends though. But then you try and be friends, it doesn't work. Then, I feel like, can't relate. Then, some people, I feel like it does happen, where they get to a point where they're like, cool, that doesn't work now. How else can I keep them in my life? Gotta make them hate you. Or you have to hate them, in a way.
Yeah.
To a point where it's like, okay, they may be now in my life negatively, but they're still in my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you get to that point, bro, don't let yourself get to that point, in my opinion. Don't let yourself get to that point. It's not cute.
Stooping too low. But it's a confusing
It's a real
one.
trick. It's crazy,
my brain
you know.
is still like scrambled.
And if
Like
you like, you know,
like, oh, it's just weird.
both of our situations happened that's the thing. Both of our situations, I say situations, relationships, started at the same time. Well, yours first a little bit, but started at the same time, ended at the same time, pretty much. So it's literally no, hold on. Yours started first. Mine started later. Mine ended first. Yours ended later. I don't know.
But our situations were very different. I think
That's true.
My situation,
and that's another thing. Okay, this is another thing. Like I was so confused about, because like I know I have other friends who, like, this is another thing. Like staying in contact with your ex and stuff. I have other friends who can just do it. Like they can just stay in contact with their ex. But to me, it's like,
but it depends
you
on
stay
how
in contact, but you know you still like each other. Like just stop. Like it's okay.
Yeah. But how did they end? Like,
no, even if they ended bad, name calling and everything.
Really?
I don't get it. But I feel like, to me, I saw another thing on TikTok, wise words. You can only be friends, and when I mean friends, I mean actually friends, hanging out, stuff like that, with your ex, if you guys are still in love, or if you never loved each other at all. R.I.P.
Okay.
I was like, you're done.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Hear that? Nah, sorry, that's a stretch to be hanging out with your ex. Like, I get like talking here and there, but like fully hanging out.
I don't know, man.
I don't know how people do
that.
I'm sorry. I couldn't do that. I could not do that. And what if you're in like new relationships? Like, what if you're in a new relationship and you're out here like?
I never thought about that.
Yeah. Like, no.
Okay, what if it depended how long it happened? Can't lie. If I went out with someone in like year 8 and it lasted a year. Not a year, sorry. It lasted a month. And I'm my age now. Shush.
Like,
shush. I can't hang out with them.
In year 8 relationships, like, no. We're talking about like relationships now.
When we're older now.
Older, yeah.
It's just unnecessary then.
Yeah.
Depending on how you broke up, it's unnecessary for you to be hanging out with your ex.
Hanging out, yeah.
If you're in a new relationship.
Yeah.
If you're in a new relationship, there's no need.
No need.
I don't know. All I'm saying is a wound can't heal if you keep touching it.
That is so true. But you have to let the wound heal. So I feel like you can be friends with them if enough time has passed. And like it's like you guys don't feel any type of way.
That's
like
or you may still feel something, but you're not gonna do anything about it. Like it can be suppressed.
No. I think even if you feel a little bit.
Really?
No. Even if you feel a
no.
Even if you feel a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that little bit can grow from being in contact with them again. I feel like you actually have to feel nothing. Like don't feel attached to you. Don't like you. Like nothing, bro.
So how does someone get to that place
of having a period of no contact?
And how long should that period be?
I saw this thing and it was like at least 6 weeks. At least 6 weeks of complete no contact.
Because I'll be real, I feel like the mistake that I made is I thought I was it's so funny. Please, I really thought like it weren't gonna be that deep. Like
I know.
Sorry, because I'm so used to like obviously I don't know, like it's crazy. Like and you know what? That's another thing. Like a breakup actually made me figure out so many things about myself. It's true, as cringy as it sounds. You actually learn.
I
learned so much about myself. I learned so much.
No, but it is true.
It's true. I learned so much about myself because at first I thought.
Because I've never gone through I've never felt like this before. I didn't even know that I could feel like
this.
Bro, I was like, wait, what?
2 a.m. again and I'm figuring. Please.
I don't know.
Please.
I thought I had been heartbroken before, but
Same.
No. You thought, But I've never been heartbroken before.
But then again, I did cry back then. But then
you cried. So did I about the thing back then. But come on, that wasn't a heart. Like we were just a little bit upset.
Oh my life, you got over it the next day.
Like what? No, but this is different level pain because this has been like a process that we've had to work through. Yeah. This has been like a process that we've had to work through. Well, you especially, like you've had your whole journey, G. You've had your whole journey.
That's what I'm saying, like.
And I feel like you're coming to the end of it now.
Yeah, I feel like I am. But I feel like it's like, it was a point where, what was I going to say before? What did I learn about myself? Yeah, sorry, at the beginning, I was saying, I thought, can't lie, I confirm this. Like, it's not that deep. Like, I said to myself, like, I'm actually a strong person. Like, hello.
Yeah.
Not that deep. Also considering, anyway, so I just said to myself, like, okay, cool, this has happened. And immediately, because I know that when I'm upset about something, this is just a way that, I don't know if other people do it, it might help someone out there. The way that I like get over anything is just mourning in my sadness, like
feel the depth,
like feeling the depth of the sadness.
Yeah.
As much as I can. It's kind of backwards, but then I feel like instead of trying to suppress your feelings, so for the first stage, I was just like, calm, gonna go right into it.
Yeah.
I was listening to sad music. I was doing everything I need to do, blah blah, and then here, I don't know, a week passed and I said, yeah, I'm over it. Shut up.
Yeah.
Girlie, what are you talking about? And then I feel like from there, I mean, that's what my original point was, sorry. The mistake I made was, obviously I still had that person on social media and everything and blah, 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 and seeing them every day, it's like a constant reminder, even though you might say, it got to the point where I could go through a day and not think about him.
Yeah.
And then, you see them and then it's like, you're reminded again. And so I feel like, obviously, eventually I had to remove that person completely. But I feel like, that's what I'm saying. For my next relationship or future, whatever I get into, like, I feel like the one mistake I made is just not, like, blocking it off from the start.
That's the mistake that I made all the way back in March, blood.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I should have done in March. I wouldn't be in this situation right now. You wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't. It's actually
crazy.
That's
the worst mistake. Situationships, no, it's not worth it, bro. It's literally the way. Situationships is worse than just having, like, no contact with the person. That is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Because there's
Because
you're in a grey area. There's no clear boundaries.
Rules. There's no rules.
What can, like...
If anything goes wrong, let's say you find something disrespectful, or you think that person's done something wrong, or you go and do something and they're upset with it, it's a grey area.
You don't know,
You'll
you
be
never
hurt,
know
but you
exactly
can't say
where
anything.
you stand. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Do not do that.
Don't do it. It's just not,
Nah,
I don't know, like, I feel like...
So that's why, when you break up, bro. No, lock it up. Don't fall back into the trap of talking to them again.
And that is why I feel like, okay, we'll talk about this as well. I feel like this can be the last thing, but that's the thing with how serious a breakup is. I feel like some people don't really realise that. Like, so it depends. Again, it depends who. Because I've got loads of friends. I don't know why. I just know a lot of people who go back to their exes. Like, I just do. Like, and I'm just like, I don't know how you're doing it. Like, blah blah blah. However, listen, I can't blame them because some people are a lot more. Like, I wouldn't really understand the levels of attachment that other people have had.
Yeah.
So, if you had asked me a month after the breakup if I'm going back, I'm going back. What do you mean? It is like, you know what I'm saying? But you get to a point where you're just like, no, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
especially when the breakup wasn't deep, like with me as well. When the breakup isn't deep, it's mutual. You guys don't have any bad feelings towards each other. It's just like a mutual agreement. Of course, you're just gonna still talk to them because you're not mad at them. No one's mad at anyone. You're just gonna still be like, yeah, cool, we can be friends, bro. Your feelings for them are still there. You're just gonna get sucked back into being in a situationship with them.
How do you think it feels for? If obviously we're talking about heartbreak, what about the people who break up with people?
The person who
the breakup.
Like, what should they do?
No, not even. Well, like. In a sense where, like, because to me, I've always thought, and that's another thing that I've learned.
Yeah.
I've always thought that, you know, the person that breaks up with them, it's gonna, like, they're over it. Like,
no.
The other person is just the only one heartbroken.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, for me, if I had to break up with someone, that's actually peak. Like,
yeah.
Plucking up the courage to break up with someone is hard enough. And then I feel like, I don't know.
I think it's just as.
I mean, I don't know. I've spoken to male friends of mine, and they've told me that, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently it's a guy thing. It's like, okay, cool. When, let's say, like, a guy breaks up with someone, they might not necessarily. It's a sticky one. Sometimes you can still like someone and still, like, not be over the breakup or, like, over them, but it doesn't mean you want to be with them.
Yeah.
And then, like, do you know what I mean? You still might not want to be with them. Like, you're not going back, but you're not over it. So, and the reason why, I still don't know, and that's whatever. But, like, I feel like there's different avenues that people can take, and I feel like with your situation, like, I don't know. I feel like, especially, like, boys, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a guru. I don't know everything about the boys' mind. I'm just talking from, like, what I know and what I've been told. But sometimes boys can, once that void, shall I say, is gone, they can go two ways. They either go find something else or find someone else, or they fill that void with resentment for you. And you think, and then they just hate you for no reason, or like, I don't know.
You think those are the only two, like, paths?
I think there's finding someone else, sitting in resentment, shutting down, and just going off the grid.
Yeah.
Or they honestly just act normal, but then the act normal one is just, I don't think they ever liked you really that much. Can't lie.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah.
Rip. Can't lie. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah.
R.I.P.
I think that, but I think for most boys, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's to fill the void. It depends on the boy. But I think.
But then that's the question. Then why break up with them?
Oh, so are we saying, so if the boy is the one who was the breakup, or Or the girl,
because girls can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Again, that's the thing. They have a thing where girls hoe out, or they go out and they start kissing loads of men.
Yeah.
Because for girls, I think if a girl was to break up with a boy and then they go off and start blah 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 blah, they either already emotionally detached themselves from him time ago and then just ended it, or that's their way of being heartbroken. Again, filling the void. What the heck?
Yeah. I
don't know. I feel like it's all circumstantial as well. There's too many factors in this thing, man. There's too many factors. It's all about like what type of person you are. You know.
You can't generalize this kind of thing. Okay, how a girl will know they're being played by a boy, or if the boy isn't really feeding her like that. No. Actually, no. Not if they're being played. It's if they just rush into doing sexual things. Like obviously, because if a boy, this is one thing. If a boy is actually feeling you, he will take his time. He's in for the long run, blood. He will take his time. He will not rush into anything. I've literally seen that. He will just take his time. He won't rush like doing anything sexual. Like he will just be led by the girl. He'll be in for the long run. That's true.
I've heard a thing about like when guys like a girl and they don't know like if like whether to make a move sexually or not, they always wait for the girl to do it.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be a creep.
Yeah. That's how you know. But if the boy isn't even feeling like that, he just wants to. He won't care. Like he'll just be like, yeah, come, let's link. Like let's link. Do you know what I mean? They'll just want to link you. They'll ask to
go cinema.
You can. It's pretty obvious. I think it's actually obvious.
Yeah.
When a guy just he's not feeling you like that, or he just wants to play you. If a guy isn't feeling you, but he doesn't necessarily want to play you, but he's just not feeling you, then you'll be confused as you won't be able to tell if he likes you or not.
That's another thing.
Confused,
guys,
if a boy likes you or not, he doesn't like you, because boys will make it so clear.
It's so obvious
when they are into you. So if you can't tell, kid does not like you.
Kid does not like you.
I had to learn that the hard
way. Actually, no, I didn't.
No, I actually had to learn that the hard way.
It's actually upsetting. Like, if you are confused, if you're saying, oh yeah, he does this, but then he kind of does this.
That.
And then sometimes, like, he does this, but then when this happens, he
don't like you.
I'm telling you, it's a hard pill to swallow. He doesn't like you, babe.
Which is just,
he doesn't.
Oh man.
If he liked you, I'm telling you,
you would know. The boys are so bait with it when they like you.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
I feel like boys are really bait when it comes to when they like something, but we're not bait at all. Because I'm not embarrassing myself.
Yeah, no.
Hello.
Like girls are actually hella complicated when you think about it.
No, it's true. It is. I get it.
I think I'm quite.
I don't understand these women. I don't understand these women. Yeah. I get it.
Because I'm quite good at hiding. When actually, am I?
I've never seen you around someone you like, though. I've only seen you around someone that you're already with.
Yeah. You have seen someone around. You have.
I'll cut it. I'll let it out. I'll silence it. Okay. When?
Yeah.
But I think that was ages ago.
That was. No, but you haven't seen me like full-fledged.
Yeah. Like, kids in love.
Kids in love. Yeah.
Have you seen me? I don't think so.
No. Nah.
You know, I can't even remember what I'm... That's another thing. You know what? I actually cannot remember what I'm like when I like someone now. Like, as in... Not... in person, you know what I mean? Like...
I haven't had like a giddy since year like 11. I haven't felt like that. I have not felt like that for so long.
That's so weird.
Well, obviously I did like in year 13, but like before that, I hadn't felt like all my days I have a crush. Like, what am I even like?
No, I haven't felt like that for someone who like I don't know, or like some like obviously because personally, like my last relationship, I already knew them. Like already. But like I still had that feeling. Like I still had the like giddy feeling, like whatever. But like. You know when it's like, oh, that's someone new, like you actually have never spoken to them.
Someone
that's
new.
Why I feel like it was easier for me because you already know that person.
Yeah.
It's not as nerve-wracking to like speak to them in that way or anything like that. Yeah. But like when you never like we're not even friends.
How do people go straight into like, bro, I have to be friends with you first. Even if we're just friends for like a few weeks first. We have to go through that like friendship phase.
What if you met someone at a party? Or somewhere, and then he asked for your snap.
That's nerve-wracking, you know.
That's scary.
That's actually scary. I could do that, but that's scary. I don't think I would like be as comfortable to just like fully be myself. But like, I just met you.
I just met you.
This is crazy.
To wrap this up, to wrap this conversation up. How long? No. When should you feel is the right time to get into a new relationship after you've been heartbroken? How does someone, because obviously there's not a time limit, there's not a time, like you can't say, oh, after 6 months, after 2 months. What do you think is the deciding point? How do you know?
I don't know, like when you just feel like open, like to being in a new relationship, but not using it for like trying to move on from that other person. Like, as in, you just, like when you're with this new person, you don't think about your ex at all. Like, you're just actually enjoying you don't compare. Like, you're just enjoying that new person's company, just as you're just enjoying them for them, rather than like, oh yeah, this is helping me move on, or like, oh, this he's doing this better than my ex. Like, that means you're still a bit hung up over your ex. Then that means you're not ready.
Yeah, you're not ready for a new relationship. You shouldn't do that.
But at the same time, some people say you need to get into a new relationship to fully move on. Do you get it? Some people have that mindset of like...
Okay, I don't agree, but I agree low-key, because...
Low-key, it does help you to move on.
Honestly, if you think about it, like, okay, you could be fully moved on from someone, yeah? And you could be starting, like, your new life, like, you know, you're happy, single, you're happy, living your life, you're open, you're ready for a new relationship. Or the last thing you, like, if you think about anything to do with love, anything to do with relationships...
They will be the last thing
That's the last person you were with, so of course you're going to think about them.
Yeah, true. I just feel like it's when you feel like you've lost your attachment to them, and you can feel when you've lost your attachment to someone. I think it's that.
I think you need to, I don't know, hypothetically, you need to think like, oh, if they messaged you now,
would you? Oh, that's what it is.
If they messaged you tomorrow and said, yeah, BT dubs, miss you. Are you saying charge it?
Yeah.
Or are you saying
entertaining it? Yeah.
Are you entertaining it?
That is the test, actually.
That is the test. That is the test. That's the test. Get a grip, guys. Get a grip. That's all I have to say.
That's it. Is that it for today?
What's the last final words? Final words for the podcast today.
Final words for the podcast.
Final words for the podcast.
What can I say?
What can you say?
Charge it. Nah.
I'm done.
You just gotta use your brain. Think about your life.
Think about it.
And
you don't cross, have to say bye-bye, yo. My last words are, if it's nothing that's not meant to, okay, shush. Nothing that is not meant for you will pass you.
Yes.
And as cringy as it is, it's actually going to be okay in the end. It's actually good. You won't believe it for a long time, but it actually will be fine.
Okay, I have my words now.
Start this one by yourself.
Yeah. Exactly. And as cringe as this sounds, everything happens for a reason. But I actually mean that. Like, every experience that you have, even though it's like heartbreaking or whatever, like, it will actually add to your character.
Man.
And you will take everything that happens to you and use it in your next experience. So take each day as it comes.
Another word, I'm actually talking to the camera now. Another word of advice that I actually have is, just because someone, if you are heartbroken and just because someone broke your heart, you're done. Don't be like, and I've done it before, don't be like, guys, and as much as I say it, and I know I say it a lot, don't do relationships, don't do it, I'm not involved, I've retired, blah, blah, blah. Don't limit yourself from someone else just because someone else broke your heart. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the next person that you get with deserves full version of you.
Like, don't carry it's easier said than done. Obviously, I can say, like, don't carry the heaviness from your previous relationship into the new one. That's very hard to actually do. But yeah, the person who, like, that new person who you're in a relationship with hasn't done anything to you.
No, my life.
Give them full and best self. Vulnerable, be fully vulnerable. Obviously, that means when you get hurt, like, it will hurt a lot. But do you know what? At least you can say, I gave you my most vulnerable, true self, my whole self.
And it's peak because in our generation, there's not a lot of people who, let's say, hopeless romantic, shall I say? There's not a lot left. There's not a lot left. But I'm telling you,
and
stick to it, man.
Also, girls who actually have that mindset of like, all men are trash. All men are trash.
That's
they
why.
attract
The
trash
men.
No, I'm telling you, I've seen that because I don't go around saying, all men are trash. Like, men are jarring, do you know what I mean? But if you're going around
Guys,
saying,
no, it's actually true. No, on my life deep, that's true.
yeah.
I'm
Deep
telling you,
that.
I stopped saying men are trash and then it happened. Precisely.
Yeah. Yeah, so just because someone did you wrong, it doesn't mean that they're evil.
And don't go talking
Most
on
of the
their
time.
name either. Just like, you know what I mean? Even if they hurt you, unless they cheated. So I think just cheating, lose all respect, man. Just it doesn't.
Yeah.
It goes out the window. It goes out the window for me anyway. But you know.
Yeah, cheating is crazy. I can't lie.
I feel like value the time the good times you had together. Regardless, I feel like the good times that you had together should keep that sort of respect for them.
Yeah. 100.
I can talk anyway. Sorry. R.I.P. man. We made mistakes.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that it for today?
That's it for today, mate. Cheers for coming on.
Love.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Love.
Love.
Later, bitches.
Just realised.
Ooh, yeah, we're connected. Love that.
Love.
Love and guidance.
Love